today we've got 81B, which is basically the closing panel. It's just plastic, this is. What we want to do, you've got two little pins here sticking out, and if you can see that on camera, look at all those windows, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to put windows in those. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, to be fair. And now, 81C, which is this decking here, we're going to be applying that. So we'll do a dry fit first. I always do that, guys, just to make sure I know where I'm pouring it. Hey all, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good, guys, and I hope you're all well. I do hope you've had a good weekend. I know it's the later end of the first day of the week, Monday now by the time this video is up. But yeah, I hope your start of the week is getting off to a good start. Or wherever you are in the world, if it's morning, good morning to you guys. Afternoon, good afternoon, or in the UK, good evening, good night. Anyway, today I'm building the Titanic build from Hatchet Partworks, and we're at issue 81. And this looks intriguing, look at that, guys. I did say these next few issues are going to, well, basically they've got big boxes, so I ain't got a clue what I'm building in the next coming weeks. But if you want to see, guys, and you want to know what I'm building now on the Titanic and what we're going to have in the next 4 issues, for example, which I've got just to the side of me here, subscribe, like, also comment and share. Would love to hear from you guys. A big thank you for all the subscribes I'm getting at the minute, guys, all the likes, shares. I do appreciate you guys, and I am looking on the analytics, so I know what's going on with you, and I'm really grateful. I do really appreciate you guys. But yeah, a big thank you for that. Without further ado, guys, let's crack on with this week's Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, issue 81. Let's get straight into this week's issue of the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, issue 81. And as I said in the intro, guys, look at this. It's a pretty big package this week. So yeah, I'm interested, as probably you are, to see what this is. So I'll put that to one side for a second and we'll take a quick look through this week's mag. Start off, guys, coming up next week, second section of the bridge deck, starboard and port decking, joining pieces and screws. So that might be an inkling to what we've got in today's issue, guys. So let's quickly go through the mag, just have a few little looks at these beautiful pictures. For some reason the quality of this mag this week seems very glossy and thick. If that's a one-off or that's how they're going to be. Yeah, but there's a lot of good pictures in here, guys. But back to today. These are the instructions we've got. The first section of the bridge deck. So basically today, guys, we've got the forward section of the bridge deck, closing panel, decking, and some screws. And as you can see here, guys, at the bottom of the screen, that is what we're going to be doing today. So this looks pretty cool. I think we've got some wiring to do as well, some LED lights. And that is what we're going to end up with at the end of today's issue. It'll be a panel is fitted to the promenade deck, and decking has been fitted to the forward end of the bridge deck. Yeah, so without further ado, guys, let's crack on and see what's in this box. This box is the size near enough of a kiddie's shoe box. So yeah, let's see what we've got. I love how they wrap this. I do say this every week, but I love how they wrap these parts. I've got some decking here, guys. Let's just move this box out of the way. Oh, don't forget these screws. There's nothing in there, I don't think. Just have to check, guys, because it could have... Nah, it's just packing that in. That's brilliant, right? Look how they've put that so nothing moves around inside the box. I do love that. So I'm just going to put that box down there. And here we have some decking. We've got some AP screws. Another piece here. That's 81B, part 81B, which is the closing panel. I'm going to put that to one side. empty. Mine's like chip paper sort of things, this is. But that is, it's protecting the goods, guys. I do love that. But look at the size of this. That takes up all the screen, just this one piece on my camera, guys. That is how big this model is going to be. It's some more of the decking, obviously, but this is going to start getting big now, guys. I've said it all along. And as you eagle eyes know, the regulars to the channel, I have not done my desk as yet. If you check out my last video I did, well, not the Elvis short, but I think it was Saturday, I put out the gifts my wife brought me last week. I've been messing about with them, really, guys. But it's short. I've been playing on the PS5 and my MacBook Air. I love it. I really do love that, guys. It's going to make my life a lot easier. So I've been fiddling about with that all weekend. I have not had time to do my desk. I'll go do it. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I've got to do it. For example, this model. Look at that, guys. There's the desk, look. And that's just one piece. So you go. It's not going to fit much longer. I'm going to have problems. So I've got to get this desk done. I'm not going to go on. I'm going to crack on with the build. But there's that much stuff. I've got to move around to get this desk in. But it will be done. Bear with. I know you will, guys. But yeah, without further ado, then let's crack on with instruction 1 of this week's build of the Titanic. Right, so here, guys, we've got the promenade deck from issue 76. You can see here. And today we've got 81B, which is basically the closing panel. It's just plastic, this is. What we want to do, you've got 2 little pins here sticking out. I don't know if you can see that on camera. If we just put that wire out the way there, and then basically slot that into place. You can hear a little click there. Come on the pins like so. Just careful if you're pushing, guys, because you've obviously got all your fittings, etc. on the top of the promenade deck. And then we want to take 2 AP screws, and we want to screw that part 81B into the promenade deck. But at the same time, be careful, guys, not to put any force on there, too much force, because you're going to damage some of your parts that are on top of the promenade deck. I'm going to use one other screwdriver because that one's showing the age now, that Bond screwdriver. Perhaps I shouldn't be using it a lot on other builds. It's my fault. I need to get me some new screwdrivers, to be fair. So yeah, just carefully bearing in mind of your parts fitted on top of the promenade deck. Screws, AP screws, fit in part 81B to the underneath of your promenade deck. And then that is it for instruction 1. And that is how that's looking, guys. Just move this screwdriver out of the way. So that's how that looks. Nice and neat there. If I turn that over, you'll then see there, it's got a floor. Why that's like that, I'm not sure. I ain't got a clue. Don't know why that had a gap there in the first place, why this couldn't have all been one piece, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's instruction 1 done. Let's move on to instruction 2. What we're doing is we're taking the forward section of the promenade deck, which is this big thing here. Look at that. Look at all those windows, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to put windows in those. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, to be fair. But if I did, I would. I don't know about these little pieces here. Look at that, guys. Iconic look. This Titanic ship. Right, so what we're doing is we've got the forward section of the promenade deck, 81A, and now 81C, which is this deck in here. We're going to be applying that, so we'll do a dry fit first. I always do that, guys, just to make sure I know where I'm pouring it, etc. As you can see, that fits beautiful just there in that section. Let me just bring that up here and show you. That's how that's going to look. Now, guys, it's telling you, as it always does, just peel the back adhesive off and just stick it like so. But I don't do that, and if you're regular to the channel, you'll know I always apply a little bit of glue just to help it away and stick it, because I don't want it peeling off in the future when the build is done and the decking's starting to come up, etc. So I don't want that. So I'm going to apply some glue. Yeah, I've done this all the way through the model, so yeah, it's just my little thing I do. And I'll show you in a second why. For example, I do this. You know. There you can see a bit of the adhesive is up, so that might be where there's a bit of a dry patch. and it's not going to stick as well, and then you're going to have it starting bubbling up. So that's why I put a bit of glue, things like that, guys. See how it's creased there. When you're taking this off, just be very careful not to rip your decking, because it is very delicate stuff, guys, especially when them flimsy ones like this. So what you want to do is make sure you line it up as good as you can before pushing it down onto the deck. This could be a bit fiddly, this one. So yeah, make sure you're happy before you commit. And then once you know that it's in line as best as you can get it, just gently push all around. You can use a cloth if you want to. Push around the deck. There you go, look at that. And now I've just got a peace of mind for myself. If you want to do that, you can do. The glue will hold it as well as the adhesive on the deck. And that's how that looks, guys, look at that. You can see it's flush at the end, there's no bubbles. So that's where it was a bit creased, and that could have bubbled up with just using the adhesive. So that's why, again, I use glue, guys. I've done it all the way through the build and it's not done any harm to me. You don't have to, it doesn't tell you to use glue. And you guys will know that if you're building it, but it's just me personally, and that's a little tip if that's what you want to do. But yeah, that's it, guys. A quick one this week again. But look at that. We're starting off another section of this magnificent build. The decking on the forward section, promenade deck. Just give you a little look at that before I end this video. But I will do a little video at the end of it, so stay tuned to the end, guys, if you want to see what we've done today. Give you some nice shots. But that is it, guys. I do hope you're enjoying this build as much as I am building it for you guys. If you are enjoying it and you want more, you know what to do, guys. Press that subscribe button, bell notification, give us a big like at the end of the video, comment and share. Would be very grateful. But I appreciate all you guys, you know that. But for now, see you in the next one. Take care. Peace. And that is it for today's video, the Titanic from Hatchet Partworks, and this week for the Titanic. It'll be back next week. If you want to see that, guys, or you're interested in seeing how this progresses as we go on, or you've been coming with me all along, thank you for you guys. If not though, subscribe, guys, and remember to press that bell notification. You'll be notified every time a Titanic video goes up on the channel, or any of the models I'm doing on the channel. I do really appreciate you guys. I'm going to leave it here for today. Come back tomorrow and see what's on the channel then, what other video I'm doing. But for now, see you later. Peace.